All right, so I got my computer pulled up. So I've been trying to offset this, but I've decided to draw most of the images in Batman and in the visual audiobook, or the audio movie coming next after Batman as well. So every scene, every moment from Batman Flamingos, using a style that'll be similar or identical to this. I can't draw, so and having another artist draw out every single, admittedly, I will have a professional illustrator coming in to draw some things. I am going to be drawing things for Batman and what's coming next. How am I doing that? So this, what you're about to look at, is a image that I made September 10th, 2013. And this image is a dream that I had from that day. So this dream, I decided to recreate this dream in one image using only heavily manipulated images, just random mundane images from the internet. So this is the dream, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and break this down for you, alright? So, go ahead and break this down for you. So, this is where the dream starts. If I'm the camera, it's like I'm being driven down the street, and I'm looking up, and I'm locked in, staring at the side of this big, gigantic skyscraper, you know, it's got all these huge window panes, just completely covered in windows. Just the look of it, there's just something hypnotic about it. Something that I had to stare at the side of this building. So inside of the building, it's kind of shaped like a dome at the top. And inside this building is this huge, just gigantic sized, there's this huge mall, kind of like the Mall of America. There's this giant mall inside this building. Like it could probably fit, like this is the main room that has like a dome shape to the roof, you know? And like this main room right here inside this mall could hold like 5,000 people. There was all these crazy, huge, like highway-like bridges that you could like walk across. So like here was one of the giant bridges. Here's another one. Here's another one, and then there's another giant bridge right here. And I think there's some more back here as well. And these are people walking by. These are people walking by, so you can kind of get a sense of the epic scale of these bridges. It's really trippy. And then the next thing I saw was so I started walking up an escalator, so this is me right here, and this is the inside of the dome-shaped roof above, and like at the very top of the escalator there's this woman. There's like just this eerie, beautiful, slender woman who's just like staring down at me. And I got to the top of the escalator, and like at the top it just like cuts off into nothingness. Like, you know how that staircase in Inception, just like it goes all the way off and then it just cuts off? Like, this is exactly the same case scenario. So I get to the top. She's not there. And when I get to the top of the stairs, I suddenly see her falling creepily, so creepily, like falling backwards into slow motion. or falling backwards in slow motion, as if like time or gravity just went wonky, and she was just staring right at me. And you can see the interior of the mall here, and how big of a drop she was about to have, you know. Sort of like the hand railing sort of cut off, and sort of stairs cut off, but yeah. Like when she hit the floor, like she would have been a dot. That's how absurdly large the inside this mall was. Inside this building was like insane. It was like the size of cities or something, the size of this building, and the interior of this main room right here. You can see all these different layers of the mall, but yeah. So, anyways, this is the full image now. And yeah, this image, I made this image back in 2013. This is the full image, so I'll let you look at it for a second. But yeah, this was a literal dream that I recreated using only highly manipulated images from the internet. And with Batman Flamingos, I'm going to take a familiar approach to storyboards, which is going to be extremely time consuming because, again, I can't draw. Yeah, this kind of gives you an idea of what I mean by when I say that I'm going to draw or make storyboards. This is kind of the style or the technique that I'm sort of referring to. And yeah, I think I mean, even though this is really rough, because again I can't draw, but I think this sort of style or this sort of technique will make it easier for people to picture Batman in their minds, you know, the world, you